Hello.
Robin Slim Show, we are back. Hi, DeLaurentis. How are you?
Uh, have fun, thanks, and you?
We're doing good. We're
Uh,
doing good.
like that.
You are a musician, producer, composer, and more, correct?
Yes,
And you're
that's
you're
correct.
you're in Paris. What time is it there?
It's one in the night.
Oh man, we're sorry for keeping you up so late.
It's very late, and it's very early for you,
Yeah,
no?
yeah, 7:30 p.m. So it's
It's
early
night.
enough.
Yeah.
Okay, you're very morning people.
Not a.m. We're 7:30 p.m. So yeah, we start our show at 6 p.m. So I need time.
Ah, okay.
I need time to get started. How long have you been a musician for?
Uh, I think all my life, but practicing and do my job 20 years.
Okay, wow, that's a nice amount of time. And you do like an
A lot of time.
electronic. You do electronic music, correct?
At first, when I was younger, it was more classical because I learned music at the conservatory, and even if I used to listen electronic music like trip hop because I'm from the 90s. I start to produce and practice music with machine stuff not very long time ago.
Wow. So, well, how was the
Just
transition from classical music to
yes,
what you
a
do?
very a big transition, yes.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
one day the musician with who I used to perform on stage one day called me just the day before the gig to cancel it, and I realized I wasn't able to play my own music alone, and that was an electroshock. And I decided to change everything.
Wow. Wow. So you had to like reinvent everything. That's amazing. That's amazing.
So did you end up doing that gig?
Yes, I called them and asked them if it's possible to reschedule the gig 4 months after, and they said yes. So I realized I have 4 months to learn the Ableton Live and how to play with push and
How is it? How is it like going to the stage with that kind of a performance? Is it difficult?
for me it was difficult before for this 4 months. I didn't sleep and I do this all the time until the moment I perform this concert, uh, and instantly I I had I feel something very new with the audience. It was very strange and very intimate. I don't know why, but uh, when I was alone, just with my machines and people, there is something, a connection, emotions, very strange and intimate, and so
Awesome.
so it's a very cool
That
thing.
is cool. Do you teach music as well?
Hmm.
You do? Okay. I wasn't sure. That's super cool. And I was gonna ask too. What's one of the craziest things you've seen happen performing live?
I don't understand the craziest thing.
Yeah, like performing live. What's like one of the most wild things you've ever seen happen in a crowd that you've been performing for?
Uh, Maybe when 1 year ago, when I perform on a very famous place in Paris, called Olympia. It was an opening show, and it was amazing because for a French artist, performing on this stage is normally a big thing in your career, and so it was just an opening show, but there is something very magical in this place.
Yeah.
Because all the greatest artists in France, Edith Piaf, Jacques Brel, has been playing there, and
That's cool.
you can feel the soul of all these
Right, the history.
Yeah,
and
that's
the history.
awesome. Have you performed outside of France?
It was alone. I was performing just with my machines, and after it was a French singer called Pascal Obispo.
And I was gonna say you just had a new album come out last month as well called Unica's Cloud, correct? Or sorry, is that the name of the album?
The name of the album is Unica,
Okay,
and Unica's Cloud is one of the songs.
I saw the video this morning. It's awesome. It's super cool. Can you explain it to our audience? Because I was fascinated by it.
Unica is my digital sister. It's the spirit from my machines when I practice at my home studio. I spend a lot of time with technologies and computers and synthesizers, and after a long time, when there is a bug, accidents, something like that, at the first time it was something very disturbing, but after I decided to go with it, and it makes me with new ideas and new music, and so I finally asked myself, it's me or the machine? I don't know. And it's like a conversation, and I decided to call that Unica, my digital sister. So all the album tell the story of our relation, and it's like the tale Pinocchio, the relationship between Geppetto and Pinocchio. It's a little like that.
Cool.
And Unica's Cloud is the song where we are in the cloud of Unica.
Okay.
And for the video, it's again about the story and the relationship between human and machines, and how human can put poetry and emotions into machines. And in this video, human can choreograph drones,
Yes.
because it's another way to use drones. It's not just a thing to
It was cool because you
use
saw her like learning throughout the video how to control them and all. It was really cool. Really cool to see. Did a
Thank
lot.
you.
You're welcome. Thank you for making it. Did a lot go into making the video? Because it seemed very well produced.
Yes, it's amazing. I don't know. It's like a gift of the I don't know, but that's the second time I work with these directors. I adore them. They are very talented, and every time I just said to them, I don't want to be in the video. I just have these things in my music, and you can imagine what you want, because I trust in them, and I know their work is. And I think they like this way to work because very often they have a big directive to do a video for other artists or for commercial things. And with me, it's very artistic and very free for them. So and at the end, the result is very it's very incredible for me and for us and for the project.
Awesome.
And we had the chance to get I don't know the name for that, but a help from a structure from a company. They give us money to produce it.
Okay, that's awesome. That's super cool on both sides to be able to express that kind of a creation into the project. That's awesome. That's super cool.
So, what was the hardest machine to kind of wrap your head around?
My machine, the machine I used to use, my machines.
Yeah, like your
Yeah.
instruments
Out of
and
what
like
you
what you
use.
use,
My-
like
my favorite-
your favorite, or just like the hardest one to master. Because I know just doing a podcast and trying to figure out boards, it took me a while to wrap my head around audio and how to get the boards to work. And I've been through like 3 or 4 different boards throughout our time of doing this. So I was just curious to what like thing you used that was the hardest for you to kind of get a grip on.
My main influences are not really in electronic music because it's a lot of composer for music film. Rikyu Sakamoto is for me the best composer ever, and I'm very inspired by his music. Hans Zimmer also, Max Richter, J.J. Johnson, and electronic producer. I like also John Hopkins, Max Cooper, Oneotrix Point Never. I adore him. His music is very. It's there is no reference like that. It's very unique and very special.
DeLaurentis, what do you actually use to make your music on? It looked to me like an MPC 2000.
I use a lot Ableton Push. Ableton Push is the first controller I
Worked with?
I work with. Yes, sir.
Okay.
4 or 5 years ago, when I discovered all these things, it's with this controller.
So when you find something you like, do you tend to stick with it? Because I do that with like just my programs in general. I still use programs from like 15 or 20 years ago when I record things. Do you tend to do that too?
With every synthesizers or controller, as soon as I work with, it's directly to try something musical, to try a new song or cover something, a song that exists already. I'm not. Yes, for me, even if it's not interesting, I like to try to a melody, a new melody, a new
Yes.
song.
I loved your remake of Ring My Bell. I was going through your YouTube a couple days ago, and just that song alone is just super cool. Super cool to see how you did it. Like, and a lot of your videos are like that, where you do them, oh, and you could see you performing as you do them. It's really cool.
Thank you. Yes, this song, it's one of the first song I produced with Ableton Push.
Cool.
And after 3 weeks learning the software and the pad, I put the Ring My Bell cover on YouTube, and it was I it was very cool to have um, feedback and returns of lots of people from everywhere. It was very new for me,
That's cool.
so that's why I understand. I took the good decision.
Yes, yes. I love that. That's great. When do you know when your next album you're gonna come out with, or do you have any upcoming projects or gigs that you could tell us about?
Uh, Gigs, yes, because with this new album, I'm going to perform it on stage. I don't know how long, but I hope a long time.
Yes, and has
But
have
I have already a new project in my mind.
that's
So at
cool.
first I work on it in my mind, but yes,
Yeah,
it's uh,
I, I
it's a
I was just gonna
uh,
say I feel like you always have something when you're creative. You always have something in your mind
yes.
that you're working
Yes, I
gonna
think
work too.
it will be more organic and natural, with natural sounds,
Cool.
because uh, I uh, I'm going to leave Paris in a few months to settle down in near ocean,
Oh, okay.
Nice.
and that's the project to create music more organic.
Cool. That's awesome.
You said you're gonna be living near an ocean?
Ocean, nature, wind,
Right. Okay. Cool.
sand, vegetal.
Nice.
Yes, that's awesome. I was gonna ask too. Over there, with the pandemic, does it hurt your live performances still, or is it back to normal?
During the pandemic,
Either during or
yes,
now.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, during the pandemic in France, all the concerts and gigs are stopped, and there is no activity like
Yeah.
that. But on online, um I think it was not a bad thing for creativity, because a lot of artists make new collaborations, new songs, new musics, new projects. But yes, to perform on stage, it was very hard to
Yeah. Has it?
like you know.
Yeah. Yeah. But also, like you said though, that online I think is was great that it was there, and a lot of people were out there that needed content and entertainment. So it did work out as far as that goes.
But now everything is like back normally.
Yes, that's what I was
I
wondering.
finger crossed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. I'm hoping we get this thing out of here soon, hopefully in the next year. What if you were able to collaborate with anybody, who would you most want to collaborate with?
Hmm. Hi. Uh, my first thought is not a young artist, but it's a huge artist, and it's Brian Eno. Yes,
Cool.
it would be. It's a very great artist.
Nice. How do you think you're going to transition to moving from Paris to by the ocean? Do you think it'll be an easy transition, or will it be difficult to adjust to?
When I will be near the ocean, I know everything will be right and easy.
Nice.
But for working, it's another thing. I need uh, to keep a contact with Paris, and yes, with the work and with uh, the yes, people.
Yeah.
So I think I will spend a lot of time in a train.
I'm curious, have you ever lived near an ocean before?
No,
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 okay. Have you've obviously you've been to an ocean, probably just don't get out enough.
Yeah. But we live like
Yeah, we live
20
like
minutes
where
from it,
where
yeah.
we live in America and New Jersey, we live on what they call the shore. We're like Jersey Shores. So
yes,
I personally grew up like on the ocean, basically.
But it's a different like in the winter it'll be damp and it won't be super cold, but just the dampness is just something totally different. Totally different. Like,
Yeah.
yes. I watch a lot of movies spent in New Jersey.
do you ever plan on visiting the States, or have you?
I'm been in New York twice,
Nice.
and and it's crazy.
It's very different.
And 2 years ago, I've been in LA,
Wow.
Okay.
and it
Cool.
was very different and very amazing too.
That's cool.
I don't know what I prefer. It's very different.
What
And
do you-
also,
What stands out? Like, what do you think is so different about America and Paris or
people.
the people?
Definitely people.
Are we
more,
meaner or nicer?
Yeah, we're jerks. too,
yes,
right?
nicer, more open, more joyful,
Right.
more, because in France we are sad, we are stressed, we are
More keep to yourself, I guess. People over there
yes,
kind of keep to themselves.
Wow.
and yes, I like this enthusiasm about people American.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What other countries have you visited?
I visited China
Cool.
twice too,
Oh.
and it was I was very lucky to go there with my stepfather because he's champion of the world of the balls, French balls. I don't know if you know this play,
Yes. Like,
this game. Yes. And he brought the balls in China
Cool.
40 years ago,
Wow.
and I had the chance to go with him there
That's cool.
and to make a tour. I was singing songs, so it was very nice to meet people Chinese like that with music.
Yeah. I feel like
And,
music is something that transcends all language. Like
Right.
it
Yes, yes,
definitely does.
I agree. Yeah.
That's great. DeLaurentis, thank you so much for taking the time and talking to us tonight. It's been an awesome time talking to you.
Thank you for having me, and sorry for my bad English.
No,
That's
you
okay.
did great.
I do my best. I do my best.
Yeah, no, you did great. And where can everybody find you? What's your like website and your links and all that?
De Laurentiis music everywhere.
Awesome.
Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram.
Awesome, awesome. And when Slim edits and uploads the video and the show and all, I will definitely send you all the links to the interview and everything.
Okay.
Awesome. Have a
Thank
great
you.
night.
Have a great night too. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Take care.